Something about that, man. I gotta give me a chaser, man. You had me buzzed up in here, bro. You did. But anyway, yeah, man. That was something. That was something. You know what I'm saying? I'd imagine at that point, that's where things kind of got very independent for myself. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't me learning everything on my own at that point, it was me being around my uncle, who's the other male that was in the household with my mom at that time. My mom, my grandmother, and my uncle. So that's where the influence from my uncle comes in. You know what I'm saying? Because it was sort of like a big brother and a father at that point. You know what I'm saying? So that's why me and him are so close. He graduated with 1995. I graduated 06. So we're 11 years apart. But everywhere he would go, he would take me with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of the musical influence, a lot of the old soul, you know, that 8-Ball MJG, that Crime Boss, you know what I'm saying? That Too Short, you know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. That's where that come from. MC8, Spice One, you know what I'm saying? Man, y'all don't even know, boy. UGK, you feel me? Come on, man. Big Mike, come on, man. Y'all young boys were never fucking with me. You feel me? So yeah, man, that's where that go. After that particular situation happened. Yep.
Okay. Tell me about some things you experienced in your pre-teenage years, how they affected you.
After that situation happened, my mom ended up meeting my stepdad. And I remember my stepdad, he was a young guy. He was from Ohio. So I got Ohio ties too, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all in some of my videos, man, I got people all around the country. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole family in Ohio because of my stepdad. I ain't gonna say who it is. Just know I might be able to get to you if I need to, you know what I'm saying? For good or bad reasons, you feel me? But anyway, my mom meets my stepdad. I'm not very sure on how that situation happened, but he came into my life. So now not only did I have my uncle that was in my life and influential, but I also now had this guy that was in my life. And he was a guy that was into cars. He had a criminal history. I ain't gonna say what his charges were, but it wasn't no sex molestation or no pervert type stuff like that. He was a street figure, you know what I'm saying? So he brought, I guess, the groundingness into my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he ended up moving from Ohio to Mississippi, but he ended up there. My people met, and he started taking on the role as a role model to me. And he was a truck driver. Coincidentally, I'm a truck driver now. I don't know how that happened. So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. They ended up linking up. They ended up getting married shortly after they got together. And he spoiled me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard from nothing. I had pool tables. I had all the latest video games. I'm talking about Sega, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation. I'm talking about bikes, nigga. I had mongoose bikes. I had everything that I could want. I had BB guns, boy. I'm talking about, man, I was prestigious for a young kid. You feel me? I was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as a young kid, boy. I'm talking about that truck driving money back in the day was legit, boy, and it was good. You feel me? So, and my childhood growing up, from elementary school and all that, was a regular one for me. I did pretty good in school. All of my grades were good grades. Everybody knew who I was because, like I say, the Brown side of my family, they were exceptional people. You know what I'm saying? My grandma, she spoke with class. Nigga, she was the first person you seen when you walked inside the hospital. How you doing? Hi, Susie. Everybody knew my grandma, from the black people to the white people to the rich to the poor. Everybody knew my grandma, bruh. And my granddaddy, he was tied in with the people that pretty much own a lot of businesses in town. That's my mom's side. And then my dad's side, they was respected on their side of town. So me, I think people looked at me like the Truman Show because they knew my family history and they knew that little dude right there is an offspring of something that happened back then. So everybody had eyes on me like, what's he gonna turn out like? What's he gonna be? You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, man, I ran with a group of friends like on Juice. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like the movie Juice so much, because I had a friend whose dad owned a funeral parlor. I had a friend whose mom was a respected lady that come from a respected family, and they all, were prestigious. Not snooty, but they were good people. You know what I'm saying? In my hometown, man, and I was one of the ones. You feel me? So my elementary years were decent, bro. You feel me? I ain't had no problems. We used to do regular things. I had a go-kart when I was young. I had BB guns, basketball goals. I played football. I sucked at that because I ain't like getting tackled. Nigga, don't get it back up, nigga. You feel me? I like to, man, I'm a player. So, that's how I ended up finding my way into basketball. And, basketball was it. Because that football, man, what? I remember one time I was in Vicksburg at a football game playing Little League. And I was playing defense, playing cornerback. And them big old buff A Vicksburg boys, man. I'm trying to make a tackle. One of his blockers hit me and flipped me into some. I said, oh, nah, this ain't, nah, boy. Nah, this ain't for no player, man. That was done after that. I said, nah, where did I take these cleats to? Who do I get these to? Let me take this off right now. I said, let me find me another sport. So, you know what I'm saying? After that, I got into karate. I got all the way up into a green belt, black stripe. You know what I'm saying? I still know my formations and all that. You know what I'm saying? Then I got into basketball. And, yeah, man, shoot. Shortly after that, we were living in the schoolhouse bottom, which is a very urban area in my hometown. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up fishing and BB gun shooting and all that, and that's kind of how my younger life was back then. With me and my homeboys, man, we grew up like real friends because we all knew each other's family. So it was never no bickering and arguing. It was like a real brother relationship with me and my friends back then. And that's some stuff that I don't see these days. You have a few little people in the game that we can make models of that say they came up together, like the boys in Detroit. Balu, you know what I'm saying? Payroll Giovanni and his friends, they grew up together, but you don't really see this type of stuff that I grew up with these days. And that's, I think that's really sad, man. That's why I try to keep my friends in a stable, my kids in a stable environment with their friends. I don't like to move them around a whole lot because I understand the importance of having real friends when you young, man. And that's not something you want to uproot your your kids from, because that's very important to the makeup of a young person, bro. But
What's one situation that happened when you were younger that still today is like a kind of like a sore spot for you?
Something that really shaped my life, besides my family dynamic changing from the situation with my dad and my uncle, the second thing that was really, really pivotal in my life, that really changed my life, was when my family relocated from my small hometown of Lexington, Mississippi, to Jackson when I was 12 years old. You feel me? Because it kind of broke everything that I had grown up to know. It's like taking a person from Earth and putting them on Mars around a bunch of aliens, and they are humans. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I moved from a small town where people are surviving on the bare minimum, right? And then you put me in a popping place like Jackson, where people are making bukus of money annually, they kids are dressed in a certain type of way, people got different cars, people got different lifestyle, different jobs, different houses, and we come down here with the bare minimum. We living in an apartment. We gotta adapt to this lifestyle. Me, more importantly, because I'm around 1,000 new people every day. You might be around 15 different people at your job. You might be around 5 different people at your job because you a trucker. My mom was working at trucking companies, working in the HR department, medical clinics and stuff like that. That's 10, 15 people. But you put me in an environment where I'm around 1,000 different people that I don't know. And I'm a sensitive person to energy. I always have been since I was a child. When I was able to figure out that I was very energy sensitive, I used to be in my grandma's house back in the day, man, in Lexington. And you know how you just feel like somebody's standing at the door and you turn around and nobody's there, but you know something feels energetic at the door? Well, I've always had that feeling since I was a kid, so I've always been very sensitive to energy. So when I went into these schools and these apartments that we lived in, the energy just always felt off towards me. I always felt like I was a outsider living on Mars. You feel me? I never fit in with people in Jackson. Never. Still to this day, I don't fit in with people in Jackson or anywhere besides where I grew up at. And that's just been my life. No thing to them, but I just always managed to get by, not feel in touch with the people that I was around. So I would say a very second pivotal point in my life was when I moved to Jackson from Lexington, because it was a complete culture shock to me. I didn't have anybody around me that I knew. When I first moved there in 6th grade, I used to cry every night because it was just so dreadful. Not only did I not fit in with the people because they had nice clothes and all this old type of stuff, and the type of stuff I was wearing in Lexington, that shit was laughable. When you come to Jackson, niggas just got Tommy Hilfigers on and Nauticas, and niggas just got waves in their hair and braces in their teeth. Nigga, I come from a town where if you got the Team Jordans on, you popping. These niggas got Jabos on. These niggas got braces. I got buck teeth. You know what I'm saying? I got corduroys on from fucking Arizona shoes. When these niggas got Eastlands on, I got some Arizonas on, nigga. You feel me? I'm wearing the same clothes every 4 days. I'm wearing this same FUBU jersey every week. I got 2 FUBU jerseys. I'm wearing them bitches every week. The blue one or the black one. and the pants I'm wearing with them don't match them, but I'm making it work with my little black and gray and ones to match the FUBU jersey. I'm like, man, this shit got me at the bottom of the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you ranked by what your style is like when you move to a new environment. So I'm like, this shit ain't right, bro. This ain't right, bro. You feel me? So it was very dreadful. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, not only the attire, but the curriculum was harder. Cause I'm coming from this small town where we getting by on just knowing how to read. I come down here, these motherfuckers got TVs in their classrooms. They got science labs. They got electives and shit. Man, we ain't have none of that. We had English, math, science, social studies. You know what I'm saying? Just basic stuff. These people is way more progressive. I gotta play catch up in 1 week after moving. I'm like,